Dear students, welcome you all. In today's session, we are going to study about degrees of comparison. In degrees of comparison, we have three kinds: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative. So let us study about this detail. We compare ourselves with others. It may be that our wealth, achievements, education, status, and many other things which we are ready to compare ourselves along with all this. Thereby, what we are getting is we feel proud to be higher, greater, and richer than others. Usually, we use adjective to compare. So, which are the adjectives we are using to compare with others? Rich, poor, tall, short, intelligent, dull, big, small, easy, difficult. See, these are adjective. Adjective is known as a descriptive word. So these adjectives are used to compare with other. The first is that is positive degree. In positive degree, how positive degree is framed and why we should use in positive degree. Positive degree compares two things that are equal. The concept which are equal, so these concepts are used in comparison. So it may be the two things which is compared with another one. Got it? Two things in the sense one thing is compared with another thing, but when these two things are equal, in that time we can compare in positive degree. The pattern, how the pattern is, the first thing is that subject, then to be as you have studied in the earlier classes is, are, am, then was, were. So these are helping verb is considered as to be, plus as, that is common in positive degree. After as we need to write adjective, plus as again, plus object. So object which continues the sentence. So this is the pattern. This pattern is applicable to the first sentence. My book is a subject, then is to be formed, as, that is common here also, as. In between we have to write adjective, then what else remaining, that is considered as object. When the second sentence is compared with the second pattern, subject, here is subject is his car, verb, main verb is used, runs, as, that is common in positive degree. In between we have fast, here fast is used as adverb. Why? Because the main verb is taken. Got it? Here fast, the word is describing about an action of a person or thing. That's why an adverb is used. Then as, a race car, here object. Their house is as big as that one. See, finally, what we can notice is two things are compared that are equal. For example, their house is as big as that one, that one. That one and their house both are similar to see. That's why they are equal. But these two concepts are used in one degree, that is positive degree. Let us move forward. Kinds of comparison that you have studied: positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. Small, smaller, smallest. Then comparative degree. How comparative degree is used? Comparative degree to compare two things. Yes, it is used to compare two things. They are not equal. Keep in mind, they are not equal. So in comparative degree, two things are compared, but they are not equal. What is the pattern? The pattern for one syllable. So single syllable. What do you mean by syllable? You need to know about syllables. What is that? Syllables. Syllables or syllable is a single unit of speech, either a whole word or one of the parts into which a word can be separated, usually containing vowel letter. See, you are going to learn in next coming activity in the same video. Then, how the pattern is? The pattern is used for one syllable or single syllable. Subject at first, then to be form, adjective, er. So comparative form is used er before after adjective form. Then it is compulsory in comparative object. So what you have to write? After writing helping verb, you need to start with adjective, adjective plus er because of comparative. Along with this, then also used. Got it? So how it is? Look at the first sentence. Today, subject is to be form hotter. Here hot is an adjective. Hot plus er, and one more t is extra, and you'll come to know next. Then it is compulsory when there is comparative form yesterday. See, what you are understanding is from the definition compares two things not equal. Here are also two things, that is today and yesterday, both these two compared. In this way, the sentence says that it is, yes, today's weather is compared with yesterday's weather, whether it is hot or not. Got it? On that way, we used comparative degree to compare two things which is not equal. Then second one, subject, verb, adverb, er, than object. It is used for second one. You can see here, Bill runs faster than Bob. Runs is used as main verb, and the very next word they have taken is an adverb. So faster, here adverb is used to describe action of a person. Here Bill is a person, he does the action. Which action is that? Running. So running is an action which is performed by Bill, and Bill runs faster than Bob. See, both of them are compared about their running. So who is faster? Bill is faster than Bob. So they both are not equal. They are not same in their running. So in this case, we are using comparative degree. Similarly, next coming sentences, this exercise is easier than the last one. The last one exercise is compared with the earlier one. So that two exercise are not equal. Then the last one, Babu works harder than his brother. Here, works harder. Harder is used as adverb, but because main verb is given, harder than his brother. Babu's work is compared with his brother. In this way, we came to know that whose work is harder in comparison, because both of them are not equal in their work. Next, the pattern for more than two syllables. When there is two syllables, how it is the pattern. The pattern for the word which has two syllables, we have subject to be form. More. Yes. What is the special here? We have to use more before an adjective. After this, we have to use than because comparative form. Then object. Look at this first sentence. This red is nothing but subject. This red dress is nothing but subject. Is to be form. More is used because of two syllables. The word which has two syllables. See here, beautiful is an adjective. This adjective has two syllables. Let us see how many syllables are used in this, whether it is two or three. Here, the word beautiful, if I take word beautiful, we can divide into on the basis of its pronunciation. Beau, beauty, beautiful. One, two, three. So there are three syllables in this word. That's why we have to use more before the word beautiful. Then after we have to use than just because of comparative degree. Then second one is that subject verb more adverb than object. He speaks. Here speaks verb is used, main verb. Tamil more fluently than I. See, his speech in Tamil is compared with I, first person. Got it? So these two are not equal. So there's fluency in Tamil not unequal. So that these two person and their fluency is compared in comparative degree. Then third one, Taj Mahal is more impressive than Red Fort. Red Fort is compared. Taj Mahal also, right? Taj Mahal and Red Fort is compared about its impressive quality. Then he visits his family more frequently than she does. So it's about an action which is performed by two person, she and he. Got it? So he visits, main verb is used. Similarly, adverb is used. Adverb is accompanied with verb, main verb. Why? Because adverb is an word which describes or modifies either it is adjective or adverb or another adverb. Okay, so that is what adverb according to us. Let's move on. So the last one is about superlative degree. How superlative degree is used to compare one thing, yes, one thing with two or more other things. In this case, we have to use superlative degree. The pattern for one syllable. The pattern is used for one syllable. What is the pattern? Subject to be formed. Then the definite article is must before superlative degree. It is compulsory, right? Then adjective form. After adjective, we need to use est. Similarly, we are using er wherein comparative, but here is est. Thereafter, object. So just you have to compare with the sentence which is used under. John is. Here is to be form. John is subject. The it is mandatory to use before superlative form in superlative degree. Tall. So tall is positive and its superlative form is tallest by using est. Got it? Boy, tallest boy in the family. So in the family we have more than two. So that one person is compared with more. Got it? About his quality. What is that? The quality tall. Then he works hardest, the hardest of all the employees in this office. See, person he is compared with the employees in the office. So more than one. So more members. So worked with him, and also main verb is used. Very next word is an adverb. Hardest. Got it? Because hardest is going to describing or modifying the verb which is used in the sentence. That's why we can understand it as an adverb is used in the sentence. In this way, a superlative degree is used to compare. Let's move on. More than two syllables. No, when there is two syllable, pattern is like subject to be the most, adjective, object. The special thing is that the most is used when there is two syllables. See, just have to look at the sentence, the pattern. Kavalan was the most boring film I have ever seen. See, the most is used because it has two syllable. So which has two syllable? Boring. Boring. So there are boring. See, one, two. There are two syllables. That's why we have to use most. The is compulsory to use before positive form. Got it? Next, Kavya dances. Kavya dances. Here, pattern is subject verb. Verb is used as dances. The most, gracefully, adverb, right? Adverb is used gracefully of all the participant. All the participant is in the form of plural. So Kavya, the girl, she compared with all the participants. Here you need to write yes, participant. Here also two syllables. Participant, about how they're gracefully active in their dances. Dance in their dance. Next, say exceptions. What do you mean by exceptions? Exceptions. Except. So what we have to accept here? Exceptions. Something that is not included in a rule, group, or list. Exceptions is nothing but something that is not included. So what is not included here? The rules which we have studied earlier, it is not included in this particular area. Use the form more. What we have to use? We have to use the form more plus adjective along with adjective. For adjective ending in the following, we have to use more, the form more, along with an adjective, the adjective which ends with ed, ful, full, ing form, ish, then ous. So these adjective, when there is these adjective, so we need to use more form. So how it is? For example, more useful. If there is an adjective is used as useful, you need to use more useful when there is in comparative degree. More boring. Similarly, more cautious. Just you have to base on the basis of ed form, ful, full, ing form, then ish, then the last thing is ous. So this is the way we have to use more form. Then when an adjective ends in a consonant, so consonant letter y, change the letter y to I. In the place of I, we need to change that particular letter when the particular adjective is used to comparative form. we need to add er. We have to change y into I. In the place of y we have to write I. Then we can use er, or if it is in superlative form, est, ist. So this is the way we have to write. For example, happy ends with y. So in the place of y we have to write I, then er, happier. Similarly, in positive degree, the happiest. So how it is? In the place of y we have written I, then est, because of it is in the form of positive. So dry, driest, the driest. This is the way we have to make use of all this. Then comparison can be done in 4 different ways. Actually, we have three different forms, but I've written here as 4 different ways. The first way is a sweet lime. A sweet lime is as big as an orange. See, this sentence is nothing but in positive form. The next sentence also in positive form, but the difference is in the second sentence we have negative form. Got it? Just you have to read out. A sweet lime is as big as an orange. A lemon is not so big as an orange. See, both the concept, both the things compared, because they are equal. No, a sweet lime is as big as an orange. The same concept is used again. Very next sentence, a lemon is not as so big as an orange. See, in the second sentence it is not similar. A lemon is not. Negative form is used to say that lemon is not so big as an orange. The first sentence is a sweet lime is as big as orange. The first sentence we have both the things like a sweet lime and orange, both are equal, but the second totally different by using not. So this is the way we can use in positive form. Then fourth one is a mango is bigger than a lemon. This indicates that these two, like we are reading wherein the definition regarding comparative degree compares two things that are not equal. Here a mango, a lemon, both these fruits are not equal in its size. Therefore is written a mango is bigger than a lemon. Got it? Then the last one, that is about superlative. A jackfruit is the biggest among fruits. Like we have read earlier, wherein superlative form compares one thing with two or more other things. Here is jackfruit. One thing is compared with everything, like every fruits. So, which is biggest here? Jackfruit is the biggest one as compared with the every fruits, the fruits which is available, right? Next, positive form here is about irregular adjectives. What is that? Irregular adjectives? Adjectives which doesn't follow the same. For example, bad. When there is word in bad, positive degree, it is used in comparative, that is worse. In superlative, worst. Far, farther, farthest. So farther is used in distance. Look at the spelling, it is changed. F-A-R-T-H-E-S-T, F-U-R-T-H-E-S-T. Further, it's about movement. Further, far is used in comparative. So both the form, like farther, further. So further is used in movement. It is chained to superlative, that is the furthest. Furthest. Good, better, the best. Keep in mind, it's very important. Well, better, the best. Little, less, the least. Much or many, more, the most. So these irregular adjectives are very important to know. Keep in mind. All monosyllabic. What do you mean by monosyllabic? Monosyllabic in the sense one syllable. Some disyllabic. Disyllabic means two syllables. Adjectives form comparative by adding er, in superlative by adding est to the adjectives. For example, in positive form, able. So, how many syllables are there? Able. There are two syllables, so we can use er. Abler, ablest. Bold. So, how many syllables? One syllable. Bolder, boldest. Got it? Fast. How many syllable? One syllable. So, faster, fastest. Great, how many syllable? One syllable. Greater, greatest. Young, here also one syllable. Younger, youngest. Got it? Except abler, every words having single syllable. Let's move on. In the case of some adjectives, there is a change in spelling in the process. So, how spellings are changed? First, big. Positive form is big. When it is go to comparative form, it becomes bigger than the biggest. So, how it is possible to change? Keep in mind, dear students, what you have to keep in mind is look at the word big. Yes, here is what we need to understand. Yes, what grammatical rule is saying is when the adjective of the positive, so it is about positive degree, when the adjective of the positive degree is a word. So here which word is that? Big. Big is a word of one syllable. So how many syllable has this word? Has one syllable, one syllable, big. So if there is one syllable and has a single consonant, so where is the consonant? At the end, big. So here G is consonant and we have only one consonant at the end. Keep in mind. The last consonant, that is G, the last consonant doubles. Keep in mind, doubles before adding er and est. Keep in mind, yes, the last letter is in the consonant, so it is doubles. It is doubled when it is moving to comparative form before adding er. So this is the way big becomes bigger and biggest. In this way, the spelling of the letters big, double G were in comparative form. Similarly, superlative. Sad. So this is also the same case. Sad. We have only one syllable and ends with D, that is consonant letter. So doubles. Sadder, saddest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Similar case. When we come to happy, so how that spelling is changing here? Here we have to see that spelling is changed. Happy, happier. So where is that Y? Y, the letter Y changes into I before adding ER. Got it? Before adding EST. So when it is moving towards comparative, we need to remove Y. In the place we have to write I, then we have to continue with ER form. It becomes happier, then happiest. Dry, drier, driest, the same case. Most adjectives with two syllables. So, how many syllables here? Two syllables. And adjectives with three and more than three syllables. So, here adjectives which has two syllables or three or more than three. Take more and most when there is two syllables or three syllables or more than three. We need to use more and most in the comparative and the superlative degrees respectively. So how it is? The word difficult, keep in mind, in positive form difficult, which has how many syllables? This word has difficult. So there are three syllables. Difficult. Three syllables. That's why we have to use more. More difficult. Most difficult. Beautiful. Be. Be. You. Beautiful. Beautiful. There are three syllables. We have to write more beautiful. More syllable. Most beautiful. Fruitful. How many syllables? Fruitful. There are two syllables. We have to use more fruitful, most fruitful. Profound. Profound. There are two syllables. We have to write more profound, most profound. When two things are compared, we use only the comparative degree. When there is two things in comparison, we have to use in comparative degree. See, for example, wealth is not so useful as knowledge. Wealth is compared with knowledge, and by adding not negative form, we are giving importance to knowledge rather than wealth. So, this sentence is in the form of positive. Why? Because we have so as in between an adjective, right? So this degree is used in comparative. How? We have to take knowledge at first. Knowledge is more. Why? Because useful. We have two syllables. That's why we have to use more useful than wealth. So than is used because of comparative degree. In this way, we have to use. But one thing, you cannot write the sentence into superlative. Keep in mind. The reason behind this is two things are compared. So positive degree is used. One thing is compared with two or more. Next, when one object, person, place is compared with more. One object on one person or one place is compared with more than two. We use all the three degrees of comparison. Here you can see very few boys. So how many boys are there? Very few boys. Keep in mind it's in the form of plural. In the class, where? In the class. Are is used. Helping verb are is used because of plural form. Yes, plural form boys is connected with the helping verb which is used here. As is mandatory to use wherein positive form, here is used positive form. Naughty, a naughty is an adjective. Adjective is used in between as, got it? Ramesh, who is the person? Ramesh. So in the classroom, Ramesh is a student and his naughtiness, naughty, the quality naughty quality is used to compare with very few boys. Keep in mind. So how many boys are there in the class? there are 30 boys. Among them, so 6 boys. I need very few boys, right? So that let me take 6 boys. In 6 boys, we have Ramesh, one of them. So how it is? 5 plus 1. So 1 is Ramesh and 5 boys are very few. Got it? So what are the qualities? The quality of those boys is naughty behavior, right? So you know this how to recognize positive form and all. It's very easy to recognize. Very few boys is used. Then as, naughty as. This is a clear indication to notice in positive form. So positive form is used wherein comparative. So how it is? Person who is compared. That is Ramesh. Let me take Ramesh at first. Then helping verb is no need to change tense form. Here tense form is not changed. Is. Here is are because of plural form boys. But the second sentence Ramesh the singular. That's why Ramesh is not here. Here naughty. The word naughty ends with y. In the place y I have taken I then ear. Naughtier because that is comparative form. Than is used in comparative. Thereafter we have to use most. So here most is grammatical rule which we have to use very few sentences, like very few. Got it? It is used after using than, wherein comparative form. Most other boys in the class. So this is what comparison is used in comparative form. Then the last one. Ramesh is one of the naughtiest boys in the class. Again, Ramesh. At first, Ramesh is one of. One of is used because naughtiest boys, plural form. Because of plural form, we are using one of. So, to whom we are referring? Ramesh. So, we are stressing Ramesh about his quality and compare with boys. Ramesh is one of the naughtiest boys. So, there are naughtiest boys. Among, Ramesh is one of them. So, that is what the indication we are taking here. Got it? So it is very easy to understand. The same formula is applicable to each and every sentences. Thereby, you have to understand this concept very clearly. Let's move on. No other boy in the class is as naughty as Ramesh. Here also the same sentence is taken, but there is no plural form. Here is singular. In positive form, we have singular is. So, how many boys are there in the class here? There are 30 boys. In 30 boys, 29 boys are not naughty plus 1. That is Ramesh. Ramesh is naughty as compared with 29 boys. Got it? No other boy, look at the singular form, no other boy in the class is as naughty as Ramesh. So, except Ramesh, there is no one, no one, no one, no one are there. No one are there as compared with Ramesh's naughtiness, naughty behavior. Then comparative form. Ramesh, the person who is compared. Ramesh. Ramesh is naughtier than. Here we didn't write most, where we have written in the first sentence very few. So it is totally changed in the positive form also. No other boy. It begins from no other boy. But the earlier part we have very few boys. That is plural form is used about compare with a person. So how many persons were there? The last sentence. There are 30 boys. That 30 boys we have 6. Out of 6 we have Ramesh 1. So plus 5 plus 1. But here is 29 plus 1. That means that 1 is Ramesh and 29 boys. So in the class, they're not compared with Ramesh about his quality, that is naughty. Ramesh is naughtier than any other boy. Why we should write any other? Why? Because any other is written when there is use of any other. When thing or person of the same group is compared. So what is the same group here? Ramesh. Ramesh is compared with the same group in the classroom. Got it? That's why any other boy in the class about his naughty behavior. So all are very good in their behavior, but Ramesh, he is the naughty fellow. Got it? Next, Ramesh is the naughtiest boy in the class. So who is the naughtiest? Ramesh. Except Ramesh, we don't have any boy who has naughtiness in them. Got it? So this is what the comparison is used. But the comparison which we are comparing from very few to no other. When it is superlative, earlier we have written Ramesh is one of, but here is totally different. Why? Because boy is singular. So which boy? Everybody in the class is compared with Ramesh about the quality, that is naughtiness, naughty behavior, right? So this is the way, this is different to understand. Just you have to write in your notebook and compare about these two sentences and understand. Got it? It's very easy. Yes. Uh, the next thing is that, thank you so much. Let's meet again with the next class. Have a nice day. All the best.